Good morning. Thank you for joining me for another 5 good minutes with the Word. I'm Barry Bryson. We're continuing our study of the suffering servant passage, Isaiah chapters 40 through chapter 56, verse 6. And we're in chapter 41. We're going to look at verses 17 through 20 this morning. We've been talking about God's goodness to Israel and his promises to protect them, even though they are small. And this is all in the light of they're surviving the Assyrian invasion, the 200,000 plus man army that invaded from Syria and that God nearly destroyed in one night, 185,000 dead, really ending their empire. And God saying, I make and break nation states and I'll take care of you. And in verse 17 through 20, we're starting to expand out. So what is true for Israel is true for all people who seek refuge in God, and that's going to be communicated in these verses. Okay, verses 17 through 20. The afflicted and needy are seeking water, but there is none, and their tongue is parched with thirst. I, Yahweh, will answer them myself. As the God of Israel, I will not forsake them. I will open rivers on the bare heights and springs in the midst of the valleys. I will make the wilderness a pool of water, and the dry land fountains of water. I will put the cedar in the wilderness, the acacia, the myrtle, the olive tree. I will place the juniper in the desert together with the box tree and the cypress, that they may see and recognize, and consider and gain insight as well, that the hand of the Lord has done this, and the Holy One of Israel has created it. Created, taking us back to the beginning. He created it to begin with, and he'll recreate it as needed. Um, this is general. This is God saying, I take care of the needy. Every good and perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of lights, in which there is no shifting or shadow, James chapter 1. This is God saying, I provide. The good things that you have, I provide. Now let's think a minute about an invasion force of 200,000 plus people. And of course, they don't carry all the fuel they need, all the food they need. They're foraging. They're taking. They're leaving the landscape a wasteland. They burn up all the trees for their campfires, and for their siege towers or whatever else it is they were building. They have completely and utterly desolated the landscape. And God says, I'm going to put it back. I'm the one who puts it back, and I will put it back. There is a reforestation and a return to, to safe drinking water. And I'm gonna fix all the ravages that this invasionary force has created. Well, God, the theme is a universal theme. God is the one who gives us our perfect gifts. Have you ever seen like an abandoned house lot, or maybe even an abandoned shopping mall someplace, and nobody occupies it for years? How long does it take for the trees to grow, for the vegetation to overtake that area? Not long. It doesn't. Um, the earth that God has given to us, God built it for life, to encourage life, and as a habitat for human life. And even if we're just thinking about the natural processes of the earth restoring an area to its verdant state, that's God. That's God doing that. But He's talking about something more, and there's a dual meaning here. He's talking about the actual reforestation of their land, but he's also talking about his ability as creator. I created it. I'm the creator. He's talking about his ability to restore what sin has ravaged, to bring back to verdant life, vigorous, beautiful life, that which sin has ravaged and sought to destroy. And so that's the larger meaning of these verses. All of it's true. And it's true because God is creator. He's the creator of the universe and he's our creator. And whatever we can break, he can fix. If we will yield to him, more than fix, restore to its pristine, blessed state. Okay. We're going to pick up with verse 21 where God's going to express his omnipotence. Let's not forget, this is a larger section following the Comfort Ye My People section, where God is establishing himself as God. I'm God. You're not God. And this is what it means that I'm God. And so his omniscience is added to his omnipotence, starting in verse 21. And we'll pick up there next time. Thank you for joining me for another 5 good minutes with the Word.